quarter-finals, and Abdulaziz, a huge rematch from last year.
Oh yes, we have Brazil against Indonesia, the best two teams in this tournament. This is actually like the final game for us, and for this year especially, because both of these teams played insanely well in the group stage. And here we are, only one of these two will go through.
Well, Indonesia won it last year. A thrilling performance from Binong Boys and Elga. But so far in the groups, they were massively ahead of their competition, but ended it with a draw and a loss and a loss. So coming into this one in poor form, whereas Brazil, a couple of disappointing draws. So neither of these guys are really stepping forward at the end of the groups.
Yes, you are completely right here. Indonesia started the tournament, especially in the first day, with absolutely no loss. In the second day, they played a little bit, let's say, comfortable. They were just losing game after another, and that's why they finished probably second in their group.
Well, they've forced some early pressure here against Brazil, and the first of this best of two is basically goal difference between a couple of games. So if you find yourself 2 goals down after game one, you don't have to worry too much, because you can turn it right back around in the second, maybe pick a more attacking squad. And while they make some early changes, not sure what Brazil have seen that they don't like in the first 10 minutes, we'll have a little look over to one of our other quarterfinals. Italy, runaway winners in Group A versus Mexico, who just about made it in Group B.
Oh yes, Italy, I think they were probably the best team in the tournament so far. Mexico, they didn't have really good day in the first day, but they came back in the second day and they managed to make it all the way to the knockout. Tough game, and as you just mentioned, if you lose the first game, you can still have another chance in the second game.
Well, both teams will be still hoping not to lose this first game, as a rather poor corner comes in from Binong Boys. It hit the first man. He does keep hold of the ball, though. Tries to make up for his earlier mistake, but it does fall into the bottom right to João Victor. What a player, a world champion in his own right. He's done it all in eFootball console, and now he's on the ball as well. Tries to find Henriquinho, yesterday's player of the day, who gave him a huge hug before this one started. Brilliant team synergy for Brazil.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, that's the beauty of the team of Brazil, because you feel that both of these players know each other very well. Yes, João is like really, really good, but Henry also is like doing some magic with him.
For sure, it was actually day one he was player of the day, so no nerves from him, and it was him who makes an important tackle against Indonesia. But Binong Boys has the ball right now. It does come out to Brazil, and this is the real chance to counter. Slow down into the centre. Ronaldinho currently has the ball, but can't get past Binong Boys in the centre. So both teams having chances to make that incisive pass. This is better from Binong Boys. Never rushes when he has the ball. It's end-to-end at the moment.
Yeah, I think Indonesia is like playing a little bit more offensive. And on the other hand, we see Brazil is like trying to control, trying to slow things down, but it's not helping both of these teams. You know, we didn't see much of them.
The referee's getting involved now to give a free kick to Brazil, where they'll hopefully be able to throw some players forwards. Remember, they haven't been winning games recently. The last couple, it was a draw against KSA and Turkey. Both games they would have been expecting to win, to leave them third in their group. But that's a good ball. Whoa, wow. Acrobatic clearance there from Indonesia.
Yes, I mean, to finish it like that way and to clear it that way, I think the player has something with the traits. But anyway, we see that Indonesia controlling the game and playing the way they want. But Brazil, they need to do something also, because we didn't see anything yet.
No, not really seeing too much of their identity. Brazil known as a flair team. They want to be tricking their way past their opponents, but so far it's been a little bit safe with their passes, and that's why they keep losing this ball. And now we have Binong Boys on the left wing. It's to spread the play, keeping it wide, using the wings rather a lot at the moment, Indonesia. Waiting to choose to go down the centre. Another attack comes to nothing, but I completely agree with you, Abdulaziz, that it is Indonesia that are controlling this. They seem to be waiting to dictate the tempo.
Exactly. They are just trying to pass around. They wait for the moment to break down the defense. But also Brazil, you know, they are not really easy team to break.
How important is it to stay as solid as possible in this format that we have, where it's most goals wins over 2 games?
Oh, that's really good question.
Brazil have the ball now in the Indonesian penalty box. Do they turn? That was a little touch of that flare of the back heel. Didn't quite come to anything. And sorry, you were saying about the importance of being solid.
Yeah, of course. You know, the first game is like really important game. And always keep in mind that if you concede 1 goal, try to avoid conceding the second, because you still have, let's say, another half, and then you still have one full match, but here is the breakdown. 1-0 Brazil up against Indonesia. That was shocking because we didn't see anything from Brazil up until this moment. And yes, what a goal.
They dealt with the Indonesian threat and eventually found their chance. And we were talking before about how Henriquinho gave a huge hug to João Victor before things started. And you see it again there from this goal. It was João Victor who played the pass. Henriquinho keeps the ball, and that's the key difference. Doesn't rush it, and then what a finish into the corner.
Oh, yes. I mean, that was a great goal. Ronaldinho to goal it. And then here is the move. Yeah, here is the move where he passed the defender. And that's exactly what these guys are good at. Dribbling, passing defenders, and scoring goals.
Yeah, you can see all their key players involved in that goal as well. Hullet, Ronaldinho, Neymar, and Mbappe, I think all got a touch to lead to that shooting opportunity. And it's 1-0, and that will do so much for the confidence of Brazil and for Indonesia, who seem to be in the losing habit. More question marks for them?
Oh, yes, because that goal came absolutely from nowhere. Even though Indonesia were controlling the game, they were playing how they want to, but you need to create chances. It's not only about keeping the ball. Brazil would be happy to give you the ball, but if they have the ball, they will be more dangerous, and they will probably score the second one.
Well, here is Elgar on the left wing, waiting for this opportunity to pass, but Brazil continuing to defend well, covering all avenues for the Indonesian attack. João Victor tries to keep hold of it. Shouldn't really be playing there too often.
Yeah.
You can see possession as well. It's all Indonesia, but not really doing too much with it.
Yeah, I mean, Brazil would be happy to give you the position, to give you the ball. But you cannot create something, let's say, very dangerous on their half. And that's exactly what happened. It has been like 45 minutes. The first half, Indonesia were keeping the ball, but they couldn't create much.
Brazil, who have the stingiest defence at the moment in eFootball console, have earned 6 clean sheets so far in this event. So Indonesia are not going to find it easy to get themselves a goal.
Oh.
Has been indicated.
So we are almost at the half-time here. Indonesia played, let's say, safe and very safe football. But Brazil, on the other hand, they only needed one chance, and they took full advantage of that. Yes, we have an update here. Mexico are leading against Italy, and Poland 0-0 against Turkey. Japan and Saudi also 0-0.
God, what a result that could be. If Mexico could take the first game against Italy, I'd love to see Italy going all-out attack against the Mexicans in the second. That would be intriguing.
Oh, yes.
This is that goal you were talking about, Abdelaziz. It was Arsenal style. Gets it through to Andre Pumas, the player of the day yesterday.
Oh, that's really
And he gets
nice.
it forwards again.
Oh, that's really nice goal. 3 passes, waiting for the moment, and to the far post, finished by CR7. That's really good goal.
And you can see there why he was voted player of the day yesterday. This now is live footage between Saudi Arabia and Japan, as Japan take an early shot. Japan, who, it's fair to say, bottled it last year in the groups. They really should have made it into these playoffs, did not manage to do so. Now they're up against the home nation.
Oh, yes. I mean, Japan played really well this year, unlike last year where they were grouped. And also, they are doing absolutely really well. I mean, both of these players are playing the way they want to play. They are creating chances, scoring goals, and controlling games.
Let's head back to our feature match where Brazil have another chance. It is Hullet. It's into the centre. It's a quick fire shot. I like the idea. The goalkeeper was ready for it, but a lovely choice there to strike early.
Oh, yes. I mean, Brazil, every time they attack, they are very dangerous. And on the other hand, we didn't see anything from Indonesia yet.
Brazil starting to believe in themselves, playing with that flair. Last year's grand finalists will not want a silver medal this time around, but they have to get to at least that point against Indonesia. João Victor, how much will it mean to him to this time finish what he started last year?
Oh, to be honest, I think it's really important because what we saw last year, I mean, they lost in the final game.
Oh.
And they don't want to see that happen again.
Oh! Nearly again, the interplay between these two. Such a good team. They play together regularly, and you can really see that from Brazil.
Oh, yeah. I think Brazil is like, they are really ready for this match. They are creating chances non-stop. very dangerous with every single chance they create.
They come forwards again. The corner wasn't ideal, but they will manage to keep possession. Out onto the wings, maybe. Henriquinho is begging for that ball, gets it in the end from the infield pass. It's a nice idea, wins another corner, and again, this delay. When Brazil choose to keep hold of the ball, Indonesia are struggling to deal with it.
Exactly, exactly. That's what's happening here. And also, they are creating chances. They go to the box, whether they go from the wing or from the middle.
João Victor is offering Henriquinho a short corner, but it's not taken. Instead, goes very deep. Needs to get onto the head of the number 3 there. I think that one will go out for a throw-in. Brazil are happy enough with this.
Oh, yes. And honestly, I think now is the best time for Brazil to maybe score the second goal, because I feel Indonesia are not in the game yet. And yeah, and also they need to avoid conceding to another more goal.
Yeah, at the moment, Indonesia against the ropes on this losing streak, but they do play it out to the right. Brazil now need to do some defending. The second half has belonged to them. The possession has been theirs. The territory theirs too. But we know that Binong boys and Elga, when they do get going, a team that plays together all the time, Indonesia, a huge e-football nation. They have infrastructure. They've got players ready to step in. They have to just not represent their country, but they have to keep their place. A real difference of Indonesian players.
Oh, yes. And of course, Indonesia, that's why they are world champion, because they have really good players and they have regular league and regular matches, so they are used to that. But on the other hand, Brazil, like, let's say they have the talent. Oof. Oh, yeah, that was really, really risky.
Yeah, that was a scary turn there. Got away with it, but Brazil live and die by the sword. And as we mentioned, they have that stingy defence, and now options here in the centre. João Victor gets the ball onto the right wing, into the penalty box, fakes the shot. There's a pass to his right, but brilliantly defended until the clearance isn't ideal. And Brazil nick it here. It's in that far corner and eventually cleared by Indonesia.
Yeah. Brazil are relying a lot on the counter-attack, and they play it really very good. That's why...
the ball out wide at the moment. It's well tackled there by Brazil. And Henriquinho comes away with the ball. His pass is wayward, though, so Indonesia will have control of things again. 22 minutes left. And would this be tactical, or is it just a chance for fresh legs?
I think they want to change and to have fresh legs, as you just said. But also maybe they will need to change something with the tactics, because as far as we see at the moment, it's not working.
Well, the beauty of this format is that even if you're 1-0 up at the end of the match, it's not necessarily the best idea to go ultra-defensive and try and hold on to it, because it is, as we mentioned, about the goal difference between these two games. And can we see the first goal in this one? It's Japan with a big strike. I think it was Ruud Gullit who took that one. Japan will keep it coming, recycling possession, play it into the centre. There's a pass out wide if they can find it. Was that a nibble? Everyone turns to the referee, but he gives nothing.
No, not at all. I mean, I think Japan is like they are creating a little bit more chances, and so I think they are playing really, really safe here.
Japan go long in that game over there, and we're going to head back. The substitutions have been made.
Yes.
Pele, you're out of here.
Jan Koller is in.
So maybe Indonesia choosing to have a bit more pace, taking off Ronaldo there, rather than the option to put it up to his head. Maybe a few more sprints or a few more passes from Iniesta for Brazil. Cantona as well. Not bad substitutions to make. So huge changes, but Beto comes on as well for Brazil.
I think Brazil will be more than happy to end the game with 1-0, because they know how important to win the first leg.
Oh, there's a through ball there. Oh, no!
Yeah.
Binong boys didn't see
That's
it.
what has been happening. Yeah, I mean, I think Indonesia are not playing positive, because this is the second time we see the player is a through, but they still do not go for that.
Meanwhile, Brazil don't make the same mistake. 2 passes, they're through! Oh, the shot's wide! But that is how you make the decision quickly to put your teammate in.
Thank you. That's how it should be, because I feel they are not playing positive, Indonesia. They are just like to play safe, to go around, to go to the wing sometimes, while the middle is free, you know, just pass it up and then see where it goes.
And you don't expect to see this from Indonesia. Binong boys, the player that could have taken that pass, didn't take it, but he does take it this time.
Oh, my God.
The early shot's there. It's straight at the keeper.
That's a great goalkeeper movement. And that's why they have Jan Koller at the moment, because he can do this and create easy chances for the other strikers.
Elga for Indonesia. has won the World Esports Championships in 2022, but that was 1v1. Now he has to turn to his teammate. When that chance came in, you could see there was movement there on the Indonesian bench. In real life, that is. They really believe that was an opportunity. They're happy with what they've seen. The change, they're looking effective. Another flick on! And there it is! They'd been warning it. They kept their...
Green, Cole, your heartbeat is like 90.
I'm getting there, man. I'm just excited. How are you only at 68 after this, man? He doesn't listen to music. He doesn't react. And yet he's the coolest guy in the room. I love him.
What a goal here. I mean, pass. You know, Indonesia, they know they don't need to create many chances, and all what they need is only one chance. Imagine for almost 80 minutes, they created 0 chances, and they score almost from the corner kick.
So may I ask, these set-piece plays, you know, the near post flick on, that's not accidental. They have trained that. They knew what they were going to do.
Definitely, and that's really good question. Because if you see that the most dangerous attacks they created in this game came from set pieces.
Well, the game plan for Indonesia, suddenly you have to praise it. Now they have that goal, and now we question Brazil's mettle. They brought Neymar on earlier. Are they able to get him onto the ball? They have it in the centre at the moment with João Victor. There's the through ball. From Brazil!
See throughout the tournament. Amazing comeback, amazing goal, and really nice finish.
It was Bebeto with the finish, I believe. And the pass, it didn't look easy. I didn't even think it was on, but he went for it. He knew that the attacker had the strength to hold off the defender. Look how tight the lines are here that they break through. It looks like Indonesia have the banks of 4, and that is such an intelligent pass. And that's the only part of the goal that ball can go into.
Oh, exactly. I mean, honestly, that was really, really nice from Brazil. 2-1, they should keep the lead now. Oh, we see Poland, or Turkey. 1-0 against Poland. I will give you some updates regarding the matches. So Poland are losing 1-0 against Turkey. Saudi Arabia still 0-0 against Japan. And yeah, Italy are still losing 1-0 against Mexico.
Wow, so Mexico holding out against Italy for now. That's a really interesting result over there. Yeah, Turkey getting that goal, a team who are known to improve in the knockout stages after getting through the groups. That's all they had to do, Turkey, and they're doing exactly that. But here in the feature game, it's Indonesia. Now we'll up the aggression against Brazil. Can Brazil counter? Both these teams have to remember, you can't throw it away in game 1. It does go into game 2.
Yes, but it's really important to finish the first game, let's say, in a good way. And here we have another chance. Oh, good defense.
I think from Indonesia in the group stages, when they were feeling their most confident, we were seeing back heels in the box there. And there was another chance for Elga to just flick it into the path of Binong boys. It would have been risky, but you have to take those risks, and they're not. But they still have now the big man holding up the ball, but they're tackled once again.
Yes, I feel that Indonesia, they just want to go, let's say, through the wing and then cross it directly to Jan Koller, because they know Brazil are defending really well.
Oh, I think that's frustrating for Brazil there. I don't think they wanted that header to come in, but the game had other ideas.
Okay, let's see now. So, in the first goal, they played it in the first post, or the near post. Let's see now. Same thing, probably, no?
Well, Jan Koller is up there at the far post. He may well be the target man if they don't operate the same. They threaten it, certainly. And now they do get it to Koller.
Oh, my God!
Indonesia!
Do much about that. They know they can defend that. And that's why Indonesia are doing it over and over again. Yeah, they have Jan Koller,
They've played the game to perfection as well. The cross that originally came in, that won the corner, it was deep. I don't think Brazil wanted to head the ball. The Brazilian player had other ideas, a little bit of lack of communication between controller and on-field human. And Indonesia, devastating from their corner.
Yeah, you just mentioned that Jan Koller is in the far post. And yeah, they just found him, and yeah, he let's say, give it so easily to the other player.
If I'm Brazil, I'm getting Buffon on Jan Koller. Look for the bald head and put Buffon on him and just have him dancing in front of him, hands up. I think that seems to be the best tactic against Indonesia from these corners. But there are still a few more minutes of this game. Let's see if we can see Brazil do what they did last time, concede a goal, and then go back down the other end and cause even more drama. But it is intercepted in the centre. It's Binong boys. He has the whole of the pitch in front of him, tries to find, I think it's Gakpo. Isn't quite able to do so, and now it's Brazil maybe with one last chance. Lovely skill move there from João Victor, keeps hold of the ball. Puts it again into a defended player's feet, but the passing is good enough. That's a good one. It goes to Henriquinho. He turns, he waits. Is the shot on? It's instead towards João Victor. The shot's there, but it's blocked.
Yes, they have an update. Saudi are winning against Japan 2-0.
2-0?
Yes.
2 goals in quick succession for Japan. That was the second one we just saw flying in. And our one word of warning, Abdulaziz, he said, if you go behind in game 1, don't panic and throw it away.
Yes.
What has Japan done?
Yeah, Japan actually are losing, Saudi are winning.
Incredible scenes from the host nation, who are 3 minutes away from going into what we'll call half-time. Yeah. 2 goals to the good. My biggest fear for KSA now is in game 2, if this does finish 2-0, which it may well still not, there is a little bit of time.
Maybe
they try and be defensive, they try and hold on to what they've got. That's got to be tempting.
They have to, because this is really good start for them to take the lead in the first leg against Japan. Oof, we can only dream about that.
Wow. Axe and Tess are going to have a lot to think about going into this second game. Maybe if they can just nick 1 goal, that will be something they can play with. But the balls are coming over the top from Saudi Arabia. The game management is good. Japan do have control of the ball, though. Here's Tess, but he's tackled. Great defending, Saudi Arabia. And you're in kickoff number 2 in Brazil versus Indonesia.
Come on, let's have fun. Now, all or nothing. This is the last game. This is the decider.
No mistakes left, as straight away we see Brazil connecting with each other into the Indonesian penalty box. Eventually they lose the ball, but that's an early warning sign to me from Brazil against Indonesia.
Yes, I think Brazil they are like, let's say they want to go for that goal because they know how important it is.
It does seem that Brazil are going to start this one on the attacking foot, but Indonesia, we know they love to counter. It's currently Binong Boys that has the ball in the centre. Fakes out past one and then finds Elga. Lovely interplay between those two. 1-2s all the way down the pitch.
That's really
a braver pass. Then
nice.
his first time. Can he turn? Nearly, but a sign from Indonesia.
Oh, yes. Now they are playing well. Actually, they follow what you just mentioned earlier, where they stick with the same tactics, with the same players.
Yeah, we'll know that we've got Jan Koller to bring on later as a huge tackle comes in against Ruud Gullit. Indonesia have the ball in the centre. Again, slowing it down, not afraid to turn around, but it can backfire if you linger. Now Ronaldinho has the ball. Past the one, he has the ball. So does he go for the shot? He fakes one out. I remember a particularly famous Ronaldinho goal against, I think it was Chelsea, on the edge of the box. Lots of fakes, and then toe punting it in.
That's so beautiful.
Reminiscent of that.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, we have an update here. Turkey are leading 1-0 against Poland.
Wow, okay, so that one, Turkey continuing to push forwards against the 2 young brothers. Indonesia have the ball, starting to dance with it now. They have it on the right wing. Does he go for the early cross, Elga? Thinks about it, holds onto the ball eventually, finds Binong Boys. 1-2 play, there.
What a goal.
Indonesia are back, baby!
What a goal, what a movement, what a way to finish that. Really nice. I think Indonesia are playing the way they want.
Yes, the shackles seem to have come off Indonesia.
From an open play, you know, 1, 2, 3 passes, and then turn and then shoot to the far post.
It's amazing what a fresh game, you know, 0-0 in the corner, even though the scores carry over, can do to players' confidence. Look at that, lovely pass.
That's really nice. Yeah, that's the positive play that they needed to do from the very first game. But yes, to come late better than to never come, you know.
For a team that dropped to second place, that's the first real sign we have seen that they are reigning champions here, this pairing. Now we have Turkey, the team that they beat in the semi-finals,
what a beautiful goal.
Slamming that one into the corner.
Wow, the skill move at the edge of the box and then the finish. Oh, only Johan Cruyff can do that.
Always lovely to see these classic players back in their prime on the pitch. And Indonesia fancy a little bit more as well. Binong Boys has it. Elga makes a run ahead of him. Binong Boys holds on to it.
So who's the best ever for you?
The best ever player for me, I'm going to have to go with Messi. You know, maybe it's recency bias, but I think Lionel is something a little bit special.
We have Messi fan here then.
We definitely do, yeah. Sorry to any Ronaldo fans. But I'll go with the Argentinian. He's not used as much in this game. It's more Ronaldo.
Not really, yes. Yes, you are completely right. You know, players rely on, let's say, body maybe, physicality a little bit.
Ronaldo certainly has that. Still playing, of course, in the Saudi leagues for Al Nassr is Cristiano Ronaldo. We saw him the first time he came to Saudi Arabia. That was quite impressive. It was 4-2 Al Nassr. It was a brilliant match.
Oh, that's good. You enjoyed that.
Absolutely, yes, we did. Well, Ronaldo, if he's on this pitch between these two teams, will be hoping that he can get on the score sheet, of course, as Brazil, that ball out to the left back. Ronaldinho wanting the ball, but not getting it. It's forward to Hullet. And now Henriquinho wants to find a pass down the centre. And I think what I'm seeing as well is that Indonesia, they're covering those central passes much better this game.
That's really smart from you, yes. That's why they are playing really well now, because they have the tools to pass, to play, and to have more players in the mid. Now they are controlling the game and actually giving absolutely no space to Brazil. I have an update. Japan are leading 1-0 against Saudi.
Okay, so that makes it shaky for Saudi there. They won 2-0 in the first game, don't forget, so that goal difference is cut in half early as well against Japan, and this was the goal. It was Tess who had it, and his teammate in the centre. Oh, lovely fake, and then there was the pass.
Oh, yeah, you can't do much about it, yeah. It's really good goal, going through the wing, finding the gaps, and then pass and shoot.
And then Mexico, absolute stunner. Whoa, hello! Indonesia are 2-0 up. Curling all the way away from Buffon.
Oh, wow.
You can see that João Victor took control of Buffon as well to try and get him as close. Oh, there's Ronaldo. We mentioned him earlier. You mentioned physicality, and Ronaldo's like, yeah, I can score tap-ins too.
Oh, yes. Indonesia are leading 2-0 against Brazil. Oh, that will be so hard for Brazil to come back now. They will need to go all-out attack, or probably.
Let's see if they do that. They did, of course, get 2 goals in the first game, but now they are staring down the barrel of elimination by Indonesia for the second year in a row. Henriquinho came into this team to partner João Victor, but they come up against the same red brick wall. And I know that Indonesian fans will be watching this one and cheering for their team. They love their eFootball and they love FIFAe over there. And they're going to like what they're seeing from Elgar and Binong boys in this second game.
Oh, wow. By the way, Italy are leading against Mexico. Oh, this is really nice. Oh!
Good
Joga
save.
bonito.
Yeah, lovely setup, but good save there from Binong boys. Is it a corner in the end, or is that a goal kick? The way that...
I think it will be a goal kick, no?
I think the way Henriquinho is reacting in the bottom left, it looked like a chance had gone begging, and it is even more frustration for Brazil.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was really nice individual work, but the goalkeeper of Indonesia has something to say.
Yes, for sure. Not just getting onto the ball, but palming it away as well, getting enough distance on it that it didn't just fall to a Brazilian player's feet. They do win it from the goal kick, and they have it on this left wing as well. A lot of their players coming from the left. Goes into the centre. Gullit has the ball. Ronaldinho making the run, finds it, but couldn't quite get the next pass into the middle. And Indonesia, this is looking more like their first half from the first match, where they're looking to counter, letting Brazil in. Brazil punished them last time. Another flick comes out from him. Hullet has the ball into the middle, turns. The shot's on. Is that a penalty?
What?
Ref?
How come?
I swear he saved him.
Oh, my God. We need to see that in VAR.
We do.
We need.
Abdelaziz made the hand movements as well.
I want VAR.
I'm trying to look around, seeing if the current reigning mobile world champion is looking down upon his fellow Brazilians, rooting for them in the console variety.
I like that R9 haircut.
Yeah? Do you reckon you could rock it?
I love El Fenomeno. I love him so much. I think I can do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, if KSA win in console.
Brazil?
But the kickoff.
Yes.
Half-time, it's an important time to score. If this doesn't go in, they start to question it, but it's another through ball. Indonesia fall asleep defending the centre. And that finish from Mbappe is incisive.
Oh, yeah, that's really nice. One pass and then move, and then to the far post. Really good finish. Brazil have a lot of time now to come back in this game.
Yes, they do, especially if substitutions to come as well. Still so much scope to win the game of chess before they win the game on the pitch. Brazil are going to be dangerous as well, and just like that, those doubts will come back to Indonesia. The reminder, they won't have it all their own way, as Hullet makes a huge block. He goes out for an Indonesia throw-in, but that's the sort of block that gets the crowd cheering.
Of course, because it shows that passion, it shows that you are not going to get through with that, So there are so many signs that this player wants to send.
Well, that's gone absolutely nowhere from Indonesia. And Buffon can pick his spot. It's going to be João Victor taking this goal kick.
Yeah, he will take his time. He will take his time.
It's only 2 shots on target each as well, so Brazil will be thinking. Indonesia have scored both of those, but they haven't been dominating despite having that 2-0 half-time lead.
Yeah, but I see that now Brazil is trying to push up a little bit, and they want to keep the ball a little longer in the opponent's half, which is Indonesia's half.
Indonesia go long. This is their bread and butter. The touchdown doesn't quite go to the striker. It might this time. The flick on is there, but that was well read by Ronaldinho, who can go forward. Henriquinho has the ball in the centre. João Victor almost loses it out, but Henriquinho still has it. Finds his teammate. There's space on the right wing if they can find it. There's a big run coming on. The player is desperate for the ball, but Ronaldinho tries to let it go through his legs and almost gets the tackle in the Indonesian box. Right now, Brazil on top.
Yes, so far, yes, Brazil are playing really well. They have more players in the opponent's half, and it could be. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice.
It's nice, but I'm not sure the headed shot was the right decision there.
Maybe another more pass. Oh, what a goal!
Lovely finish there from Poland to put themselves back into contention. 2-0 down across the 2 games in that one they were. That makes it 2-1, so they still need 1 more goal. And the 2 brothers will be doing their best to make it, looking pretty dangerous as well. They won their group in the end, of course, don't forget, against Indonesia, beating Indonesia in the final game.
Oh.
To steal that first spot.
Is that going to happen again?
It may well. I mean, we know that Poland can come back, and we know that they can hold their nerve in the pressure situations. Brazil trying their own comeback, not quite on the same wavelength that time.
Yeah, very ambitious from that angle, to be honest. Anyway, only, let's say, 20 in-game or 25 in-game minutes left. Brazil need to change something now. Probably they need fresh legs. They need to change a little bit of tactics.
So don't be too surprised to see substitutions coming in very soon. But Halit has the ball at the moment. He dances past one tackle, keeps hold of it. There's the pass towards João Victor. And Henriquinho as well. Oh, he's gone for one of those, another risky passes where there's a defender nearby, and it almost wriggled its way through.
I think Brazil need to change something now. Or maybe after this one.
Yeah, they're certainly looking like they're able to get the ball in the Indonesian penalty box, but João Victor didn't get rid of it. Indonesia happy to go long. It seems that Indonesia want to take this one 2-1. There's still 18 minutes left. Maybe you want to see a bit more from Indonesia going forwards, because they're going to regret it if Brazil score.
Exactly. And that's why they are like defending with almost everyone and trying to seal the deal, I would say here.
Whoa, not much composure there from Elga. Booms it.
This is really
up onto the pitch, and this can be dangerous as well. We've seen some fantastic Indonesian set pieces. Does Brazil have anything from the training ground?
Oh, I think Japan scored, or that is Saudi.
That was Japan.
Oh, it's 2-2 against Saudi. Fair play from Japan. They are playing really well. You just say that if there is any team who can make the comeback, it will be Japan.
I did. I think that I've seen much more failure from Japan than we should have with the quality of player that they've got. It just seemed that something was ready to snap in them, and Saudi Arabia couldn't deal with that. It's a lovely prodded finish from Japan.
That's really nice. That's really nice.
I mean, I'm disappointed myself because I want to see the Abdulaziz R9. maybe next year. No, it's not over yet. That one looking like it's going to go into extra time, where Saudi Arabia will have to take a few deep breaths and get going ahead of golden goal. Italy now 1-1 overall against Mexico. One more goal in this one may well be enough to kill Mexico off. And was this the moment that they scored it? No, it wasn't. I think this is live footage. And we nearly saw Italy break Mexican hearts live.
What a save from the goalkeeper over there. So yes, we are back here again to Indonesia against Brazil with only 15 minutes in game time left.
Brazil need to get hold of this ball. Indonesia, desperate for this one to finish 2-1. And they do have the big man back on the pitch.
If you can see now, the whole team of Indonesia are in their half. They are defending with almost everyone.
Brazil have the ball on the right wing. It's João Victor, tries to get it into Henriquinho. Maybe it's not quite time for those risky passes. Indonesia reading them very well. And this time Elga keeps hold of the ball, does try and find a pass forwards. But it's not quite met. It's a failed pass. Brazil have it again. Tippy-tappy football. Lovely fake. Into the centre. Is there a pass on? So close. Stabbed away by Indonesia.
Oh, that was really close. They need to create another one. They need to go to the wing a little bit also. You need to go to the wing because in the middle it's almost impossible to break that.
A few more chances maybe for Brazil. They have to get this ball out wide. It is all very central, as you say, Abdulaziz. Indonesia, they're so much taller than Brazil. That one almost flicks onto an Indonesian hand, but again, they can get the ball away to halfway. It's one more effort, Brazil. These tackles, they take away minutes. Indonesia playing the plan to perfection.
Exactly. And that's why they are defending with almost everyone. They're leaving absolutely no space for Brazil. But now we will see some changes. Anyway, Turkey against Poland. I think it is still Turkey leading, or it's a draw, I think.
This one is, it was Turkey that won game one, and this game is a draw. So it's Turkey that are 2-1 up overall.
Okay.
Turkey, knowing they're 25 minutes away. Last year's semi-finalists. They won the group stage last year. Such a dangerous team, and now they have to do some defending. They do. It's first time away from the goalkeeper. I think he could have used his hands, but maybe it was from the boot of a teammate. Italy need to be careful, though, because it is equal against Mexico at the moment, so they can't go too gung-ho trying to win it before extra time and concede a dagger against them. Now they do have the corner. They try to flick it on. There's a man there that it falls to, and it nearly does. Anyway, back to Brazil!
What a comeback! What a goal! What a comeback! Indonesia and Brazil 2-2. What a quarter final we have here.
Incredible scenes between Brazil and Indonesia. They held their nerve. It was still the fake shot, still down the middle, still to the striker with a through ball, and rifled across the goalkeeper. When you have to hold your nerve, how difficult is that finish?
Oh, it was so difficult. Look, at the time, it's only like 5 minutes in game time left. The composure. Here's Saudi. Yes, against Japan. They are winning now. 3-2, I believe.
Yes, that is it. That puts them in the lead overall. A 2-0 win in game one, and now 2-1 down in game two makes it 3-2 to Saudi Arabia. The home fans will be loving this. Abdulaziz is loving this. Drink it in, my friend. Love it.
Man, I can't wait until the whistle is blown by the referee. Really.
Well, Japan are going to go all out until that moment. Italy and Mexico is tight. Indonesia, Brazil, equally so. 4 goals in this one, 4 goals in the first. And they've all been shared. Will we see last-second drama? Indonesia were trying to hold on to a 2-1 win. It has backfired. Brazil did eventually make their way through. Binong Boys and Elga have the ability to win this one in regulation time. A couple of minutes left in the game. They have the ball now. It's Elga. Almost gets past Brazil. Isn't able to do so. Brazil now looking like they're going to take that golden goal. Take the coin flip. I think even if they don't want to, surely the referee calls this one here.
Do we have one more chance?
One more Brazilian chance. The through ball is on. Almost past one. Indonesia should clear. Do clear. I'm exhausted, but the players are going to have to keep going.
Are we only in the quarterfinals? You sure
We're only in the quarterfinals.
Wow. So Saudi are still leading against Japan 3-2 in a very tough and dramatic game. And also we have Turkey against Poland. Turkey are still leading 2-1. And I believe Italy are winning against Mexico.
Brazil and Italy is moving over to golden goal. For a second, we'll switch with Turkey versus Poland because Poland are on the verge of elimination.
Oh, wow! What a goal!
And Poland do! For Turkey, they must have thought they had it.
Look at the move, look at the skill move at the edge of the box, the composure and the finish. Amazing goal. This is probably one of the best goals that we have seen in this tournament.
It's a clean goal there from Poland. And while we watch the players celebrating, Abdulaziz, do you want to tell us about the other result that we've got?
Yes, Italy are winning, I believe, against Mexico. Saudi Arabia officially.
Group against all odds when it seemed like it belonged to Indonesia. And now, again, against all odds, they needed 2 goals against Turkey, and they've got them.
Yes.
We have Turkey with a little bit of possession and territory at the end, but it's defended well enough by Poland.
Yeah, I feel this game is like very close game, you know. It will only decided by, let's say, one chance, one set piece, one corner, and then it will be over.
Yeah, I think so as well. It gives me that vibe of seeing a last-minute winner.
If that happens.
And this is, of course, to face Saudi Arabia in the semi-finals. So we're casting half an eye on this. All the other players set up in for the golden goal games. Poland send it long. The flick on is there. They're almost through, nearly on the second chunk of the ball as well.
Yeah, that was really good defense.
And see Turkey maybe launch a counter-attack there. Going to get that ball forwards. Do you think these players are happy to play it out for golden goal at this point?
It's really tricky, but I think Poland want to finish the game now. Maybe Turkey want to go to golden goal, I think. Maybe.
Well, that pass back from Poland suggests that they're at least happy to stay patient, but they have lost control of the ball. Possession so important in e-football. The ball over the top is met by a big old Polish head. He's got passes out wide. Yeah, I think Poland themselves now, going back to the goalkeeper, they're saying, okay, let's take a break, let's take a second, because the nerves are frayed.
Yeah,
Heart rates are high. We're looking in the 150s.
Oh, that's a little bit high.
Yeah, I think the referee is gonna.
We have one more chance. No, we don't.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so
What's
golden goal everywhere.
What a round! I mean, the whole team. Let the show begin. Come on, we have the final game. Only one goal will decide who will go through and who will leave us.
We're starting with Indonesia versus Brazil, who've already given us so much entertainment. But keep a close eye on it, because this one could end any second. Brazil with a risky challenge in their own penalty box. Ronaldinho keeps it in that far corner. And already you're thinking it could be over in 3 minutes.
Oh, it could be. And we see here that Indonesia are using young Kuller from the very beginning.
That's a great point. So they're thinking if they can get one set piece, they can win this right here, right now.
Yes.
As Brazil try to bullet it through to their strikers. Jan Koller gets his big old head on that one. Brazil can come away. Brazil keeping their play style. I love that about them.
Yeah, yes. Maybe you do not need to change a lot, because it's just a matter of only one goal.
Binong boys has the ball now on the right side of the pitch, but it falls to Brazil. They want to keep hold of this ball. Remember, had the most clean sheets so far in this tournament.
That's really good
conceded
point.
2 goals in both games against Indonesia.
That's really good point.
Brazil, I think, are going to lose control of that one, so Indonesia can take a deep breath out.
Yes.
Carry on playing their game. I did just see that Mexico had a huge chance against Italy. Couldn't quite take it. But Italy on the ropes as well. They're not going to find this easy against the Mexicans.
No, not at all. Not at all. Mexico are playing really well defensively and also in creating chances.
Enriquinho gets the ball into the centre for João Victor. This is what's been so effective so far for Brazil. But Indonesia are able to get their foot on the ball. Not rushing anything. The Indonesians, they've lost it there. This could be the first real chance. Maybe this is the moment Brazil make it through. It's Jan Koller. He gets it into the centre. Ronaldinho shoots. But it's blocked. And Indonesia, you cannot lose the ball there.
No,
they're laughing about it.
No, you can't.
You can't let that happen.
You know what that reminds me of?
Go on.
Gerard slip.
Oh, no. Any Liverpool fans listening to this are like, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Brazil have it. Hopefully no more slips. That one's almost slipped through.
Yeah, you can't make mistakes here, especially at this game.
Incredibly cutthroat.
He's through.
This is it, Binong boys. Oh, that is pinnacle. It may well be. They'll say there was a man
he was
covering.
lucky that is not a red card.
It definitely could have been.
Oh, yeah. Poland scored the first goal and the decider. Massive congratulations to Poland, who will go through to the semi-final.
As well in the semi-finals.
Yes. Oh, how unlucky for Turkey. They leave us like that, but they did really well. They played so well throughout the tournament. They should be really proud about the way they played in this tournament.
That one cleared at the near post there by Brazil, and they have a chance to counter. 2 men steaming forward. This could be 2 against 1 if the pass is right from João Victor. He waits, and then
he's
he gets
through.
Ronaldinho. Hullet is in the middle.
Yes.
Tries to cut it around. 2 of it's just in front. And Indonesia, they get away with it, but the counter almost devastating from Brazil.
Oh, look, 23 in-game minutes. And all it's about Brazil here.
Here it is, Brazil have been by far the better team, carving all the opportunities, making every second count at the moment, and every time they come forwards, you really fear for Indonesia. Benon Boys and Elga completely on the ropes, living incredibly dangerously, and again, they can't get hold of this ball.
Look to the heartbeat. It is 100 and almost 80. That's crazy.
That might be the peak we've seen from Henriquinho, but now it's him who has the shooting chance. He almost gets it through, and João Victor's there with Ruud Gullit. Again, hacked away by Indonesia. They can't survive like this.
Oh no, not at all. And honestly, Brazil are playing so good at the moment. If they didn't score now, I think it will be harder for them later.
That's a good point. If this wave of pressure disappears, and Indonesia will really get a foothold in the game. At the moment, it is all the team in yellow. The Brazilian beats blaring out as they potentially knock Indonesia out. Last year's grand finalists up against each other again, remember, in the quarterfinals. And it's the losers from last year that are looking all the more dangerous. This one almost falls to João Victor, cleared away again by Indonesia. Do they need a change of tactics?
Oh, here we know. Experience there. I think the experience helped Italy a lot in this game. Even though Mexico played so well.
Yeah, for sure, the Italian players saying that if they can win this one, that completes the game for them, basically, because they've achieved so much.
Indeed.
Indonesia have it again. It seems like our feature game is the one that is going to be the nerviest. Just a couple of games remaining at the moment. Oh, no, this is the last one. Sorry, this is the final one, so all eyes on this game.
Yes. This is the last game that we have for the quarterfinals. Only one goal separates these two teams from going to the semis.
Ronaldinho has the ball, he fakes back. Gullit is making the run. Does he try and find him? Yes, he does. Not quite on his head that time. Ronaldinho wins a second. Gullit into the penalty box. The shot's there. It's João Victor!
Oh.
Saved and caught at the end of the first half.
Oh, wow.
And now Indonesia, they have the ball on the left side. One turn can kill Brazil here, almost past the defender. And that is a brilliant tackle.
Oh, what a game.
For now, they can make the semis, and then he'll be looking to do the same later on. Indonesia make another tackle. Brazil had a quarter of a chance there from the kickoff, but weren't able to do anything with it. And Indonesia looking completely blunted. This is their late group stage selves. They've barely got a pass together in this game so far.
Yeah.
It would be cruel, you would say, if Indonesia are to take this game based on how Brazil have played. But that is the format we are playing. If you don't take your chances, then you are going to be punished. And Indonesia, just in the last 5 minutes or so, have started to get hold of the ball, waiting for this pass now from Benon Boys. Nobody can take the ball off him when he has it. He does in the end get it toward Elga. There's the 1-2. That changes the pace. The pass over the top. It's well defended by Brazil.
Okay, now we talk.
It's a corner. I'm scared, Abdulaziz.
Oh, me too, to be honest. Okay, so the last time they played in the first hour, the far post. Let's see this time. Okay, they moved the keeper. Fine.
Keeper out. That's what we asked for. That's what you have to do. But the keeper now might be unsighted as a pass comes in from Indonesia. They lose it. And now it's Brazil that are clearing the ball long. Indonesia come forward again. Benon Boys, as long as he can. It's their player's head. It bounces into the box. This is so dangerous. Another corner, and Buffon, you're up, mate.
That was really tricky, you know. It is not easy to defend that.
So tense. Just one goal will break the hearts of two of the players that we're currently seeing on our screens. You can see there Brazil trying to stop the short corner. Indonesia have changed their tactics, going for the outswinger instead, making it more difficult for Buffon to get his hands on it. He does go for it. He doesn't get it, though!
Oh, my God.
And thankfully for Brazil, it falls to a yellow shirt.
Yes. They move the goalkeeper because they know that is the only way to defend that corner.
Indonesia's plan A is starting to pay dividends, but Brazil now have the ball. Can't quite keep hold of it, though, with Ruud Gullit.
Okay, I feel the momentum shifted right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Benon Boys has the ball, goes over the top. It's blocked at source there by Brazil. They're definitely aware and wary of these balls that go into the air. Benon Boys again has players in front of him, 3 players in front of him, finds one of them who gets the fake shot, has some space now in the Brazilian box, wants to get the pass through, he has, there's the shot! Oh man, what positioning by Brazil for the defense!
Wow, I mean, defending that way and getting the ball out, but here's the counter-attack. Brazil, he will go. Ah, nice defending by Roberto Carlos.
Indonesia.
That was so close. That was so close.
Far be it from me to tell you how to play your game, but when there's a big striker attacking you, stop trying to clear it. Because they're going to get the block in. Be a bit braver, pass to the goalkeeper, clear it out for a throw-in, because they've tried that launch down the middle a few times. It's almost put them in trouble again, and now Ruud Gullit has the ball, goes for a through ball to Ronaldinho, it's cut out. Indonesia, of course, go long. Binong Boys had Elga next to him, looking for the run off that pass. Gullit wins this header, but it doesn't go anywhere. End-to-end at the moment. Both teams playing a little bit safe.
Yeah, I think both of the teams right now, it's like 50-50 game. Unlike the first half, where we only see Brazil dominating the half. But now, honestly, I feel that Indonesia are more dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. It's less beautiful, but more danger. But that's a big ball over the top, not met by anyone from Brazil. Indonesia can get a touch for now. It goes to the Brazilian defence, and they play it out to the left-back. There's a pass in front of him. It's Ronaldinho. Wants to turn past his man, but that's well defended. Indonesia keep launching it forwards, but this is more the pattern of the first half, where Brazil are defending that well, but that one's better. It does reach a man in red. He has the ball at his feet, does Binong Boys. Elga is brought into the game, and lovely 1-2 between them. Indonesia starting to play, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, I feel Indonesia are playing a little bit better right now. They are controlling the game, going to the wings, and also sometimes creating chances from the middle. But Brazil, yeah, I think this is not their half. But fair enough, Brazil had the first half. Indonesia probably will have the second half. But who's going to break down?
Well, let's see. At the moment, there's a lot of balls over the top for Ronaldinho on the left wing, and that's not what he wants. He wants it into his feet to dance past defenders. There's the big ball. That's what Gullit wants. The defender didn't get the touch, but nor did the striker.
Oh, Gullit was the only one who can take that ball.
It's really tense, and it seems to be Indonesia that are dealing with the pressure better. They're playing with a smile still. Brazil look nervous.
I think so. Maybe they're because they know that they can score only one goal, whether from a corner, set piece, or even an open play.
Remember, everybody, next goal wins this one. There are no second chances. Gakpo's through, but the keeper comes out to block him. Indonesia have taken off Jan Collis, so a big target man, who they played from the start, unlike the first match. Wasn't quite able to make the most of being on here. Brazil bring on Bebeto and a few others as well. Ronaldinho is off, so maybe a change in approach. Neymar replaces him. This one played out to the right. Brazil may be focusing more on the right wing. They have it now with João Victor, waiting for that run from his teammate Henriquinho. That's the one into the middle. There's a chance now for Indonesia. They get the ball. Gakpo has it, holds it up, but well tackled by Brazil. 89th minute.
Yes, this is the last chance. But I think we will go to extra time.
It's looking like it.
Yes.
And this one's going to go all the way to the goalkeeper, surely. Yeah. That'll be it.
I'm not sure if we will go to PKs, but...
Not too many. We haven't seen too many anymore.
No.
Fairly rare. Well, they might not be later. But for now, Indonesia, in the first of these 15 minutes of extra time, they get the ball into the right wing. That one's on the floor. This is the shooting chance. This must be a shot.
Oh, wow.
Indonesia take it.
As you can see, we are underway. The 2025 semi-finals have both kicked off. Italy versus Indonesia for a chance to compete tomorrow for the trophy. Wes, this one is, well, one for the history books, no doubt, as there's an early strike off one post and almost another.
How close was that to opening the lead there from Italy really early on? Would have been a really flash goal, of course. You feel as though they might need to get right into Indonesia and just unsettle them early.
Well, that's most certainly going to be a valid tactic. We saw in the previous round how late in the day Indonesia left it against Brazil in their quarter-final. Had everyone watching them and waiting to see who would prevail. In the end, it was last year's champions trying to go back-to-back. One of the most difficult things to do in esports. And they survived, scored the golden goal. And now face Italy here, as that one is a foul by Naples. And, well, an early booking here.
Yeah, early booking, and also an early opportunity for Indonesia to maybe start to look at their set-piece game. We saw it with great effect against Brazil, and they replicate it here against Italy.
Elga to swing it in then. towards the waiting head of Binong boys. Nothing doing this time around, though. A reminder, in this semi-final, it is a two-legged affair. Aggregate score over the two legs will advance. Played short now to Elga. Cross in. Headed away. And now Italy can start to steady things here just a little bit. Bring the ball out and relieve some of the pressure following that corner kick.
Yeah, it'll be good for them to just get the ball underneath their own control. We know Italy, historically as a nation, love to have possession of the ball as they move downfield. They'll look to try and keep that away from Indonesia, keep that damage to a minimum.
Good carrying of the ball there by Naples. But Elga, once again, the man who was late to his pod to start our semi-finals. Did some nice defensive work there in Italy. They have to be very careful. It's another Naples foul. That's the captain, Virgil, into the book as well.
Yeah, and the issue with that, though, is that you're giving Indonesia a bit of a target to work with, because you can't have too many of those or you'll end up with some red cards. And 16 minutes in with a defender already booked, that's a really dicey place to have it.
Through ball following the free kick. That's Rizky Fidan, far side. Again, looking for that target man in the middle. Eterito brings it away. Rizky Fidan and Eterito, of course, having words for each other following their quarterfinals, knowing that this would be a rematch of a semi-final in 2019. After 90 minutes, the Italian came out on top. Just a 1-0-0 margin separating the two. Was a long time ago, Wes, wasn't it, back in London?
Yeah, it really was. We're talking 5-6 years ago, but there's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of e-football since then. That is certainly now, and it's certainly a different format as well.
6 years ago. Fidan, just 16 years old back then, as Italy try and break through the lines. 25 minutes gone, still goalless between our two semi-finalists. That's a long ball, asking the questions of the Italian defence. Eterito clear, and Eterito forward here as well. Naples on the ball. An update in our second semi-final. Poland against Saudi Arabia. Still goalless after about half an hour there as well. As the ball settling here for Indonesia.
Yeah, you can see Indonesia just now trying to put their best foot forward, aerially trying to deliver it in, but again, Van Dijk in the air. It's incredibly difficult to beat as Italy retain possession, now looking to go back down the other end.
He'll be contending with Virgil van Dijk at the back, as you said. That's a nice win, though, by Elga, and he can try and feed the double touch to Rizky Fidan. Eterito stepping up and clearing the ball. And this one is just so tense, so nervy. 10 minutes from half-time.
Yeah, you get the feeling that the freedom just deserts these players when it gets into knockout phase. There isn't a safety net anymore. You have to put your best performance on, but with that tension, it just takes away and almost restricts them a little bit.
Well, I know a lot of Indonesian fans, no doubt, had already booked their flight into Riyadh, anticipating their nation to make a second straight FIFA E-World Cup final tomorrow. It's about 5 o'clock in Jakarta at the moment. They'll be watching this one with nerves, with hope, with all kinds of emotions as their nation chase the elusive back-to-back. Here comes Italy, though. They have really, I don't want to say shrunken away from the spotlight, but we haven't seen too much of them on the broadcast, Wes, but they have just been firing in impressive result after impressive result. Brazil, Chile, Saudi Arabia, many nations on the way here, falling to the wayside at the hands of the Italians.
Yeah, they've been imperious at times, and again, it comes with that experience, it comes with that quality that they have at their disposal. And it's no surprise to see them in a semi-final. It did take them to a golden goal against Mexico, but they still had that confidence to take it away from them right in that third game.
Half-time well and truly on the horizon here. Which way will the last attack of this first half go? Italy in the possession currently, and the Ball still in the 50-50 area now. Eterito can bring it forward for what is the last attack of the half. Always gone for goal from quite a way out. That is bread and butter for the goalkeeper. And the referee will blow the whistle. Italy, Indonesia, the reigning champions of this competition in the red, and starting out with possession here. This is Binong Boys, aka Rizky Finan, in possession of the ball now. Jump forward towards Elga to try and hit it on. But this is so cagey, isn't it, Wes? So cagey. This is game one, of course. We have another game to come afterwards, but mutual respect between the two nations. It's really fitting of the occasion, isn't it, that they're showing each other a lot of respect. I'll come back to that, though, as Naples now has a chance to turn his man into the feet of Eterito. Nice touch, and again off the stanchion behind the goal. Best chance of the game so far, maybe.
Yeah, I took a big deep breath in from our angle. That looked like it was nestling in the back of the net. It was really good ball movement. Again, double touch, then stopping themselves, and then double touch again just to find that angle. But shot goes wide from Italy. But as you said, first real opportunity of this game one in this semi-final here in Riyadh.
And it came just under 10 minutes into the second half. But right on cue, the three-time world champion says, you want a bit of entertainment? Okay, let me remind you what I can do. And I wonder if that will just act as a catalyst, as a spark plug here for the Italians. Will have to serve as a warning for Indonesia as well. Elga on the ball. Just so much respect shown between the two nations. They know what's at stake here, Wes.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And I think it's certainly, you hear a little bit of trash talk in the pre-warm-up or in the build-up to this, but when it gets on the sticks, that goes away, and that healthy respect between these two nations is very much on show as Indonesia look to build up.
Yeah, that's a high press from them. On the hour mark, they're trying to press and push that Italian back line back towards their own goal. Still goalless in our other semi-final between Poland and Saudi Arabia as well. It is as tight as you like here in the SEF Arena in Riyadh. Eterito headed on. Ooh, that's a misplaced pass, though, by Naples. Can't give too many of those away. And that's a big foul by him as well.
Yeah, disrupt the flow when you've had a lax pass. You sometimes see it in real football, lax pass, and then you start charging around the field trying to get it back, but then you suffer a foul and it's a free kick on halfway. Meanwhile, we've cut across the other semi. Or at least I believe I thought we had, but apologies. But you can see there the pause between these two.
Yeah, big chance for some tactical changes, but as we said earlier, still 0-0 between these two nations. As the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia would love to play a final in front of their home crowd tomorrow. For the Polish brothers, they have plenty of experience under their belts. Did really fantastically well yesterday. 5 wins on the bounce. We'll keep an eye on that one. As the goalkeeper for Italy will just carry this one out. About 25 minutes left in this one, Wes.
Yeah, you can see substitutions are inbound, one of which is noticeably Jan Koller on for Indonesia. So you can see the warning signs, of course. They've used Cody Gakpo to great effect as well. Certainly a player they look to.
Jan Koller, the difference maker in the end in several of those quarter-final games in the previous round against Brazil. Might just give them a bit of a different dimension as the Italians gallop forward into the feet of Naples now. Into the box, Eterito. Naples, good combo play!
Again, Eterito just takes that pass in, and again, it's just taking a shot when the shot is available. It wonderfully nestles into that far corner. Italy have their lead. You'll see again, beautiful left-footed shot. And talking of Italians, it was with Francesco Totti, of all people.
That'll make the Italians watching smile. man who called Rome his home for so many years. Putting his virtual nation into the lead. What do Indonesia have in response? That's the question. Nice over the top through ball. Finds the feet of Elga, and here is Jan Koller at the front post. Just not linking up as succinctly as you might like here from Indonesia.
Yeah, now they're up against it. 13 minutes left to go. It is all about goal difference. It's not necessarily about the win. It's more so about how heavily you win or lose in this type of environment, in this type of format. So maybe Indonesia might be happy enough to sit there at 1-0, knowing that they can go all out for it in game 2, or they may try and get it back with the remaining minutes on the clock.
Yeah, less than 10 of them available to our virtual players. And do not be mistaken by those graphics. It is Italy 1, Indonesia 0 here in this semi-final. Over to our other semi. Poland trying to turn the screw against our host nation. On the far side, Zilo. Couldn't find his brother there. And Figo and Iniesta of Saudi Arabia are just doing what they need to so far in this semi-final. They were the only quarter-finalists to not have to get here via the golden goal route, and they've won themselves a corner here. Could be dangerous.
Yeah, closing stages of this game. Last 13 minutes in this one. Again, Saudi Arabia may just have a set-piece opportunity. Have to be very careful. We've seen advancing goalkeepers. They can sometimes be a little bit sketchy. So Poland might have to be a little bit careful here in terms of how quickly and how far they drag their goalkeeper out here.
It's been a magical run by Saudi Arabia. Can they keep it going as it almost falls kindly to Goat Iniesta? Back to our featured match. Italy 1, Indonesia 0. Changes have been made. Long throw up to Jan Koller. Cleared by Eterito. They'll need lots of this for the rest of this game here, Wes.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the way they've changed their front line as well. Is that Alexander Sorloth on, as well as Julian Alvarez. So again, a little bit more pressure going into that back line. Just to, once this ball gets cleared, they're able to just go and press it quickly.
Oh, Italy thought about coming forward with that attack in the last 5 minutes. As a result, it's allowed possession to just drift back into a 50-50 scenario. They will keep coming here, Italy. They know this is essentially 180 minutes, 2 90-minute games, so why not keep coming forward? 90th minute now. We'll see how much stoppage time added on, a minimum of 2 minutes, and that's a big win back by Binong Boys. Takes a strike, but it's a good save by Naples, and that might just be the end of game number 1.
Corners for Naples with that manual save. It will end 1-0 to Italy in that first game. We cut across to our second semi-final, where it is Poland 0, Saudi Arabia 0. Poland looking to get themselves on the board here.
They've been free-flowing and free-scoring so far in this year's iteration of the FIFA E World Cup Finals, featuring eFootball console. No doubt to try and have the chance at the last attack of this game number 1. 5 minutes added on by the referee's assistant. And Saudi are chasing this.
They are. They're trying to get just their noses in front. Again, it'd be such a psychological advantage for either team here to get a goal in injury time. Not sure whether it's going to happen. It remains to be seen, but there's enough time here for at least 1, if not 2 chances.
Poland in possession, perhaps wanting to nullify some of this added time. They'll head it forward now by Ostrovic onto his brother. Ostri trying to give chase here. He'll stay amongst it. Into the 4th minute of 5 added on. And Saudi, they're galloping forward. This is Figo 94 on that far side. 5th minute of 5 added on. Header, was it one in the box? Either way, will go towards the Polish keeper. A sigh of relief by everyone in the
Indonesia, just to, again, just shake the confidence of Italy. You know, real world football, they're synonymous with defensive football and Calcio football. This is a different level. They've got something to defend here.
Nice strength by Naples will allow Eserito far side to return the favour. Here's Eserito!
Work again from him and Naples. See it again, a beautiful ball inside. Neat drag back, rolls it into Hullet. First time strike. And that's what we're saying about those split-second moments, is you take those opportunities when they are given to you. And boy, have they here.
Unfortunately, Indonesian fans, your eyes do deceive you. It is Italy 2, Indonesia 0, and a big 80-odd minutes of e-football for Indonesia to show that champion spirit. Otherwise, their tournament life will end here. Well done, Eserito. That's a bit of breathing room now for Italy. Risky fire down on the ball. Nice work inside by Elga. Will find risky fire down there. Oh, goes straight for goal, tries to take everyone by surprise, wins a corner.
That's what we're talking about, doing the less obvious thing, because, again, I'm trying to read minds here, but Indonesia have maybe thought, well, Italy might manual goalkeeper and drag their goalkeeper into the middle. Would have been a very easy opportunity to put in at that near post, but instead, just goes to as a corner for Indonesia.
It'll be risky fight down. Stepping up to hit this one into the box, tried to header it back to a teammate, only as far as the Italian keeper. Italy 2, Indonesia 0. The next goal is absolutely vital, isn't it, Wes?
It absolutely is, because this mountain for Indonesia to climb got even harder with that goal from Eserito. Just means that they've got to go and score at least 2 here to begin with a shout. And I'll be honest, Italy's defence looks absolutely rigid.
Well, their attack's not looking too bad either. Acrobatics required by Risky Fidan to clear that one. But they're not giving this up just yet, Indonesia. They will press and they will push right to the very end. Here's Elga. Just need that bit of spark here, don't they, Indonesia? They're growing in the final third of the pitch. Nice turn, nice shot. Good save, Eserito that time.
Yeah, it's an important save there, because again, you're having to react and then you're having to deselect the goalkeeper once he's in the right place to be able to make that save. Italy have managed to retain possession downfield. 25 minutes gone here.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that one as Italy are 2-0 up on Indonesia. Let's see how Poland are faring against our host. It was 0-0 in game 1. Here in leg 2, 10 minutes from half, still cannot be separated, Wes.
Yeah, it's almost stubborn in terms of this game, is that both teams seemingly nullifying each other at the top end of the field. As a challenge goes in there, Poland still have possession.
There's a bit of confusion there for Poland. I don't know if you saw the cursor change colour. Zilo called into action. He's on the ball here again. At first it was Austria, then Zilo had to react quite quickly to understand that he was in possession. He's on the ball here again, Zilo. Passes to his brother far side. And there has been a goal in the other semi-final, whichever way it's gone. We'll let you know as soon as it's confirmed. 5 minutes from half. Here, though, between Saudi Arabia and Poland, as Figo will try and get his feet on the end of this one and find a teammate asking the questions of Poland. They seem to have the answers at this moment in time, though.
Yeah, there might be prime here for a counter-attack opportunity, though, Poland, as they Working down the right-hand side, they play back and play conservative. Now they have an attack here down the left. It's been snuffed out again by Saudi Arabia.
Just seems like such a gritty match. Half-time on the horizon, no minutes added on. That can tell you how much the ball has stayed in play here. Figo 94 giving chase. He's won this ball here as well. Could be a late dagger here in the first half as there's dancing footwork, but it's intercepted and cleared by Zilo. Saudi.
The Rocket League final where Saudi Arabia were champions of that category. The fandom is fierce, and when we have a live audience here, that might just give an extra 10%.
Indeed, almost a 12th man, as we saw last year for Indonesia. Saudis, no doubt, will come out in droves to support their nation. Such national pride here in this country. But that's a nice strike by Poland to start off the second half. Zilo that time, wasting no time to try and get his shot on goal. Well, you just have to say, the longer this one goes on, we're almost in golden goal territory right here, right now, Wes.
Yeah, actually, when you do come to think about it, the game finishing 0-0 in that game one really does just make it almost next goal winner. Not quite, though, because, of course, there's plenty of time still here, but Saudi Arabia look to build up.
At that time, Figo 94. The man robbed of the ball. Zilo feeds his brother. This is Austria. This is it. He could finish it here, maybe. And he does finish.
Around. But what Ostribuch did so well there was he queued up the power, then super cancelled, and then put the shot away when the goalkeeper's trying to read it. Wonderful.
The scales tipping one way in semi-final number 2. I mentioned earlier there'd been a goal in this game. It's now Italy 2, Indonesia 1. How many times would have risky Faidan come up against Eterito and his broken silence team throughout the years of PES League, throughout the years of competitive eFootball? He trails him and his Italian side here. But he's on the ball at the moment, just trying to fend off his counterpart on the other side. Carries the ball well as well. That's a, well, fair challenge, says the referee, as the blue shirts of Italy start to pour forward.
Yeah, bravery in that slide challenge, because again, you have to be incredibly committed and know exactly where your opponent's going. Italy now have a chance to break it.
Real chance for another dagger. Oh, heroic block there. Not sure how much Risky Faidan knew about that one. Good chance maybe for Italy to put this tie to bed here.
Yeah, if that movement from Binon Boys wasn't pinpoint to get him in the way, that could have been a beautifully nestled goal into the back of the net, but instead goes for a corner to Italy.
It'll be Eterito to swing this one in. Look out for those blue shirts, rising highest to win the header. Naples near side. 2 men for company here. Couldn't hold it up long enough as we've crossed the hour mark here. Still, Italy 2, Indonesia 1. Headed on around the corner. Ooh, that was a much-needed clearance by Binon Boys. And there has been a goal in the other semi-final as well. Polish fans, you can rejoice, as it's Austria on the double, on the hour mark, to make it Poland 2, Saudi 0. The hosts facing elimination in their semi-final, barring a huge comeback for them. Binon Boys with a strike from distance. Oh, it's off the frame.
Off the beans on toast for Indonesia. What a chance that was. It just hit and bounces out. And that's...
Tactical switches to be made in Italy versus Indonesia. For Poland, it's as you were. This is leg number 2. They lead 2-0 on aggregate. Poland in dreamland right now. Austria and Zilo, the 2 brothers. Polish nationals living in Scotland. We got to know them quite well over their time in the eFootball Pro League, Wes. They are on the brink of what would be one of their best performances at a tournament in quite some time.
Yeah, it really would. It would cap an incredible tournament that they had. It stemmed from that day 2 run, and that form has just carried on through. They're in a real purple patch at the moment, and again, if I'm either one of these two teams, you probably don't want to hear the noise and the news that Poland are 2-0 up in the other semi-final.
Well, if they get there, they'll be a difficult nation to face. Indonesia would love to get there. They've got 15 or so in-game minutes to get another goal against the Italians. Elga. First time of asking, can't quite lift it towards Jan Koller. Italy surviving as things stand, winning on aggregate. Nice through header there by Eterito. About 10 minutes remain in this one, 20 remain in our other semi-final. Naples forward to Eterito. The Italians, they're looking for the dagger. This is Naples into the box. Can he be beat? The goalkeeper cannot be beat. 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, just trying the exact same trick that Indonesia pulled, but Indonesia given them something to think about, and there's a rash challenge there with a poor giveaway.
That's incredibly rash. Naples caught dwelling on the ball there, and you can see the Indonesians. To the action in our other semi. Saudi Arabia, they need a goal soon to keep their dream alive. Else they'll be bowing out at top 4. At the hands of Poland. Headed on. This could be a nice chance. Figo trying to feed. Go Iniesta. Poland digging in. Saudi try to win the header. They're unsuccessful in doing so. And Poland will gallop forward here with the ball. Figo 94. It's been a tremendous run by the Green Falcons. Will their journey end here? Zilo for Poland, nice footwork. Poland throw in on the near side, whereas time is ticking down, and it's so tough against a team like Poland to get the ball back, just to even fashion a chance.
Yeah, and that's where the kind of the pressure comes in. He's trying to retain that ball. It was only a booking in the end as we cut back to our feature game.
That's harsh. Harsh on Indonesia, that is, as Rizky Fidan tried following the ball all the way through. It'll only be a goal kick, though, for their efforts. And that Naples challenge, Wes, it's starting to look now like it's worth his weight in gold.
Probably the greatest yellow card in eFootball history at this point in time, if it proves to be a almost game-winning challenge.
It's a foul by Indonesia. It was always going to be a battle of the titans here in this semi-final. But if there's something that Indonesia know how to do, it's score late goals. 5 minutes, there or thereabouts, left in this game. Eterito over towards the corner here. To the feet of Naples now, all the way back. Just draining some of that clock in the top left down. That'll be an Italian throw. They are deep in their own half, though. It's difficult sometimes, Wes, isn't it, to get these routines right and not surrender possession over to the other nation.
Yeah, the issue becomes is that if you're not used to playing in that type of style of trying to kill a game off, you play too defensively, you really can put yourself up against it if pressure comes your way.
Well, here we go. Speaking of pressure, this will be a late siege by Indonesia. They need to get something here. They've won themselves a corner in the 90th minute. They trail 2-1 on aggregate. Late goals are what they know. Corner goals are what they know. This could be the best chance they have. If Elga can put this one in dangerously. Headed down towards his teammate. Oh, who's there? It's cleared. It's Naples clearing it. It's hoofed up the pitch by Eserito.
What a half chance that was, as the goalkeeper parries it out and then clears it upfield. It's out for a throw. Indonesia know that that was their opportunity, that was their chance, it was their bread and butter set piece of heading it back into danger. But they weren't able to find the vital touch past the goalkeeper, and Italy were able to clear.
They need to win the ball back imminently here. Indonesia, with their never say die attitude. Italy throw-in successful. And there might just be enough time following this goal kick for an attack, but they have to win the next phase, Wes. They need to. We're in the third of 3 added on. Headed on for Indonesia. Here we go then. Oh, can't get it through. And for their first FIFAe World Cup appearance, Italy are going to the...
team kind of describe themselves as, and you can see there on the right-hand side, Italy take on Poland in that all-European grand final tomorrow at 6:30. Again, commiserations, congratulations though to getting to the semi-finals, to Indonesia and to Saudi Arabia. Wow, what a journey it's been as well. It started 3 days ago now. It's long, it's arduous, you have to be consistent, and if we look at those two teams, that's exactly what they've done. They were both table toppers, Chris, in their own right, in their groups.
Yeah, and I think, if you'd asked a lot of people at the beginning of the tournament about Italy being top of their group, I think a lot of people would have said, yeah, that's really feasible. For Poland, though, to get top of their group, to find themselves in that grand final, what a phenomenal achievement from them. And you know what I actually love about it as well? There's some real heritage e-football European players in that grand finals, but there's a lot of history there.
Well, it actually meant that they avoided Brazil in the end,
Yep.
because they finished top. Indonesia took second spot, therefore went up against Brazil, which you can see on that quarter-final side. So, for them, getting that top spot earlier maybe made all the difference.
Yeah, that's why it's so important where they place in the group standings, because say Indonesia managed to come up against Turkey, Poland, Saudi or Japan, that would have been so much better for them. But I mean, I'm heartbroken for Indonesia. I was so determined. I was like, they're gonna get through, they're gonna do it, but
They nearly did.
They nearly did, but it's time for a new champion.
Yeah, Italy, they were consistent, as you can see, from the off, already being in the lead in that first matchup, and that was vital, mentally and on the pitch as well.